correct?
The line ends in
6668. The phone number. I'm telling you the phone number.
Yeah, it's 6668. That's the last 4 digits.
Okay. So this cell phone is under a plan that is called by the E.
Yeah, it's not by the gig. That was changed. Because when you guys first sold me this service, he never advertised it as by the gig. And I'm finding out that other people also were misled. Because what you guys sold the service as, $15 for a gig for $15. That's the plan I originally started. And then when she went, and apparently I asked questions to the guy because I was assuming Xfinity Mobile was just like all the other carriers out here, that once you went over your amount of data, your plan just slowed down. And he assured me that, yeah, that's the case. I won't be charged anything additional. And that came out of his mouth. He said, but if you feel comfortable, we can upgrade you to the $45 unlimited plan. And I said, well, why do that? Let's do the 15, because, you know, I wasn't expecting any additional charges. But yeah, I told him I did not mind if her data slowed down. And he never contested it. He never said that, okay, you're going to be paid more than that. And here we are, $500 and something later, come to find out that was a lie. And I'm not the only one of Xfinity Mobile that did it. I only got this plan so that she could get a new device and for the $15 service. Because for that case, where we were, her line was cheaper than Xfinity Mobile. And I could have just stayed there and grunged up the money to buy a new device. But I thought this would be easier putting it on my bill. So what I'm not understanding is why you're still reading by the gig when clearly I'm looking at the account. I've been upgraded to unlimited for $45 a month. Hello?
Yes, I'm here with Melissa. I'm just checking the account. Please allow me 1 minute or two, okay?
What I need from you guys is to cancel that $448 that you are taking out of my account. I cannot pay that up at one time.
Okay. Just allow me 1 minute or two, and I'm gonna...
You're stalling, ma'am. You're stalling. You already verified my account. You already know what my request was 5 minutes ago. What are we looking for here? I swear to God, Xfinity is the worst. And then not to mention, after this guy sold me this plan, because you guys are all about money, getting that deal. Everybody is pushing this Xfinity Mobile. Everyone is pushing it, but you're not telling. And then he promised me a $200 gift card, which I never got. And looking at other reviews, other people were also promised gift cards that they never received. So you guys are doing deceptive practices. I've never received a gift card at all. You guys are lying to people. And you're not telling people that the 1 gig, if you go over the gig, you're charged for it.
I understand your frustration, Melissa.
Oh, no, you don't understand my frustration. I take care of a disabled parent. So I financially have to help her. And you guys are taking out of my pocket because you guys couldn't be upfront. And I can't get out of this plan because you won't take the cell phone device back. The device can't go back to you.
I really understand, Melissa.
You guys have put me in a situation, and not just me, other people. And I only wish I'd have read those reviews before I went over this way. I wish I'd have read it. There's no benefit to using Xfinity Mobile.
Okay. Just please give me 1 moment to check the account and the option, okay?
They pulling a fast one, just like the other dude was like, and he's like, I can't change your plan when you have an outstanding balance. So my bill is already $500 something, and if we're at 1 gig per one gig at $15, and now I'm finding out that they charge over that gig, it'll be $500 next month, and then it'll be $500 the following month. I won't be able to swim above this. Xfinity Mobile are crooks. Don't do it. Don't do it. All this for a goddamn iPhone. Don't do it. Crooks. And then magically he was able to change my plan to the unlimited with an outstanding balance. And I can't even remove my card off of this bill pay. They're just taking all of my money from me. Went to the market this morning, my account's overdrawn. This is why.
Hello, Melissa.
Yep.
I'm back. I have the explanation for the charges you are seeing in your account. The thing is that you were in by the gig plan, and you changed it. I'm going to tell you, May 8th. Now,
Ma'am, I had a conversation last week with Xfinity people. So, not last week, this week. My issue was this week. I had another call with them, and they changed it to unlimited. So now you're telling me that I'm no longer, you're telling me when I'm looking at this account, you're telling me that that's not the case?
no. What I'm telling you is that you were in by the gig plan. Now you are in unlimited plan data. So the next bill is going to reflect the change, not the past bill.
I'm sorry, what?
The next bill that you will receive, is gonna reflect the changes. The last bill, the one that you paid on June 4th was $448, right?
I did not pay that. I did not authorize that charge. And I want this account out of auto pay. Because I'm seeing it's on auto pay. I didn't authorize that. So I want it out of auto pay.
But did you approve to have the auto pay in when you choose for the services?
No, I never choose auto pay on any bills, ma'am. My life is volatile. I never choose auto pay.
Okay.
I don't auto pay my car insurance. I don't auto pay my mortgage. I don't auto pay anything because companies, they start deducting it 2 to 3 days before the bill is actually due. So no.
Just a quick question, Melissa. Who is using the line?
It doesn't matter who's using the line, ma'am. I'm paying for it. It doesn't matter. This purpose of this call that you're deflecting is I want that money stopped.
Okay. here in the system, I'm seeing that you asked for a change in your plan in May 30th. May the 30th, right?
Ma'am, where are you getting with this, please?
Because the bill that you are complaining is before this,
Before what?
before the change. That is why I was telling you that you were in by the gift plan. By
Ma'am,
the gift,
I didn't approve auto pay, and I'm asking you guys to stop that charge. And you're coming up with all this verbiage that I really just, either you can stop it or you can't. What are you saying?
I'm saying that the charges are valid, and we are not supposed to undo that kind of charges, because the charge was already.
Let me ask a question. When I pay off this equipment, what happens if I pay off the phone? I can drop Xfinity Mobile, correct? And be careful because you are being recorded, as I stated. I was recording this call.
Okay, can you come close to the phone because I'm having a hard time to understand you.
What I'm saying to you is, once I pay off this phone equipment, when I pay off the phone, I can drop Xfinity Mobile, correct?
I'm telling you that you have a you have another plan. So that in that plan, 1G.
I shouldn't have another plan, ma'am. There should only be one plan, one number.
Yes, right now you are in another plan, but before you were in other one.
Again, you're saying this to say what? I just asked the question because I want to drop Xfinity Mobile. If I pay off this equipment, then I need to be able to leave Xfinity Mobile. You guys have lied, you've been deceptive, and not just to me. And that's the thing about it. So if I pay off the phone, I should be able to leave the service because I own the phone outright, correct?
Let me check that.
Either I own it or I don't, ma'am. What's the check?
What?
What's the check? Either I own it or I don't. Are you saying I'm entrapped to Xfinity even after I pay the equipment straight out? Where's the logic here?
I'm seeing here that you have you have a device with a promotion, right?
What's the promotion, ma'am? What's the promotion?
In the cell phone.
What's the promotion?
Okay. You buy a device with a payment plan, a monthly payment plan. Now you have paid 22 months, so you are remaining 2 months more.
The question is, ma'am, I can pay this device off. If I pull up the money and pay off the device, I own it free and clear, and I can leave Xfinity Mobile.
Wait, do you want to?
Let me find that contract.
You could do that, but
Yeah, let me find that contract. Because you seem to don't understand what the hell I'm asking. And I want to be taken off of auto pay.
you don't have an auto pay.
What are you saying I don't have auto pay?
No, because the charges were applied, was already applied.
Ma'am, I did not authorize I only paid, what was authorized was the $100 that you guys received on that bill. I did not authorize the second payment of $448. So if you're saying that I don't have auto pay, then explain how that $448 left my account.
Because you have a payment method registered with us that is policy of the company that you have one.
I'm sorry, I have what again?
You have a payment method.
A payment metal?
Yes.
What's a metal?
No, metal.
Spell that, please. I'm trying to figure out, how does $448 leave my bank account, ma'am? If you're saying I don't have auto pay.
Hello, Melissa. Hello.
I'm trying to get you to explain it.
Okay. I want to explain that Xfinity Mobile works with automatic payment. So, in the instant that you require our services, you have to have a credit card registered with us.
Okay, so you're saying, you just said earlier that I'm not enrolled in auto pay, but you're saying Xfinity Mobile, basically, when we do this service, we have to have a credit card on file for them to just take money out of our accounts. But you guys have sold people this promotion, basically saying $15 for 1 gig, and then you're telling your customers that unlike Verizon, Sprint, Boost, Metro, all the other ones, when you go over that gig, you're basically, I was told and others were told that my payments would not go up. But they do go up.
We say people that if you have one by the gig plan and you exceed 1 gigabyte, every gigabyte extra will be $60.
$60 what?
No, every gigabyte extra will be $16 more.
Okay, well, the gentleman who opened up this here did not say that.
Okay, you can check that information in our website and our application. All the information is there and clear.
Okay.
If you have 1 gigabyte per month and you exceed that amount, you're gonna be charged for every.
Okay, you know what? Granted, what's the benefit to being with Xfinity Mobile? Tell me that. Because you know what? I could have just saved up, I should have saved up the money and went to Mint Mobile. Because at least with Mint Mobile, you can get the unlimited for $15. So I'm trying to figure out, what's the benefit of being with Xfinity Mobile?
You get unlimited with 5G for $30.
You're not the only one offering that. And you're not offering it cheaper. The other ones are also offering 5G at the same plan amount, $45 a month. What is the benefit of being with you guys?
Okay, so you have unlimited data for $45 per month. You have the opportunity to get connected, or to be always connected, because we have millions of secure Wi-Fi spots, and you can use it with no extra cost. Also, we have the flexibility that if you want in every moment to switch from unlimited to by the gig data, you can do it at any time. But
you're not offering anything different than other carriers are offering. That's the crazy thing. I fell for the okie doke. 1 gig, everybody, listen, elderly people and children can do 1 gig, right? But again, I was told by the guy, because I asked him, I said, if we go over the gig, is there a charge for it? And I was told no. And I also was told about that $200 gift card that never came. But I'm saying that, you guys are just about getting orders. It's just about really getting a sale. I see that now.
I could check that information. If you don't receive it, I could check that information, okay? And I could...
There's nothing to check, ma'am. You guys are deceiving customers, luring them with a $200 gift card. Because again, against my better judgment, I probably could have went to Mint Mobile or someone else and got their equipment in the same plan. But I was scared about what my credit looked like. The only reason I did this was because I already had Comcast and Xfinity. And I figured they could put it on my bill. This is the only reason.
Did you buy your cell phone with us?
Ma'am, you obviously see that I'm making a payment plan, right? So why would you ask that? Why would you ask if I bought the cell phone with you? Who else did I get it from if I'm paying a monthly charge on it?
Because you can, I need to verify if you have applied for the promotion or the gift card.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. That guy told me I was getting a $200 gift card, and I never got a $200 gift card. And I read reviews on Trustpilot. One young lady said that she was told $300 gift card. So the obvious thing is when you tell people they're supposed to get an incentive for signing up with you, Xfinity should have held that. And they did not. And listen, this ain't the first time that a business has actually deceived customers, done a practice like this just to get the numbers. There's no benefit being with Xfinity Mobile. Yes, so I got the phone, the plan. Obviously, you see it on my account. The iPhone 13, I am making payments on that. That's why I asked you earlier, if I pay the device off, I should be able to walk away from Xfinity, meaning you guys are going to unlock this phone so that I can go to another provider with it, because I will now own it.
I understand. Please allow me to check the information about your gift card.
What is there to check, ma'am? What is there to check? What prompts are showing on your screen that says gift card? What is there to check, ma'am? You guys, your company knows what they're doing. I'm disappointed in Xfinity Mobile, and I'm telling you, by 2023, I'm getting you guys out of my house, because Verizon actually had towers in my neighborhood now. So that's where we're going with this. It doesn't matter what you checked. The last 2 people I spoke with, they also checked, ma'am. I still don't have a gift card. Xfinity has been deceptive in getting customers. Shame on you. 448. I paid in good faith, paid 100, and I was working on a payment plan with my budget to get that $548 bill down. I have a parent who's paralyzed on one side in a wheelchair, and now I can't do what I need to do for her. My next check is gone to my bills. You guys are out of control. There's nothing to check, ma'am. You can put me on hold and talk to whoever's sitting behind you, but I know for a fact, I know what was told to me, because that's the only reason why I brought it up to the last 2 agents. And I still don't have a gift card. But I'm a little person. I can't fight back.
Okay, Melissa, can you just provide me, allow me to ask you something. Did you bring these lines from another carrier?
Of course I did. And the guy who took the order knew that. Because we talked about porting the number over. And he was all, oh yeah, you can bring that over. Absolutely, no problem.
Okay, I apologize for this situation because that is not the kind of experience that the Xfinity Mobile wants that you have as a customer. But we don't have any record here about the credit card.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Why would you? You got the sale. I'm already tracked. Why would you? He's not obligated to put in there that I'm supposed to get a gift card, ma'am. He's not obligated. He's got the sale. He's got the numbers, right? Bring in new customers. That's the money, right? Why would you expend a $200 gift card on me? You're not trying to give away money. You're trying to make money. So let's move on. If you can't stop that payment, I will hang up with you now, and I will call my bank.
I understand the frustration that you have, but no, I cannot stop the payment.
So you wasted 26 minutes of this conversation to tell me at the end of it you can't stop the payment. You could have done that about 5-10 minutes ago into the call.
You also called May 3rd.
Yep.
30, and the other agent told you the same.
Told me the same what, ma'am? I didn't ask about money coming back on May 3rd.
That we are unable to change the charges. The only thing that we can do here is to change you from one plan to another.
Okay, repeat what you just said. Repeat what you just said. Because I did call. I called, this is now my 4th call to Xfinity Mobile.
It's okay, it's okay.
What did you just say? You're trying to make it like I asked them before to refund the charges. Those charges just happened today, ma'am, out of my bank account. So now you're lying. When I called a few days ago, it was not to ask them to refund the charges. I questioned why it cost so much, and we talked about payments on it.
Yeah, I have all the information here, Melissa.
But you don't have the information about that gift card, huh?
I'm checking that information, but you do not allow me to explain it. Okay. As I told you, we don't have any record here about the credit, the gift card, but I can provide you a number from the company that sent the gift card if you want it.
So why would a customer that you establish a new account with have to go out their way instead of you guys magically hitting a button, or just understand that the gift card comes with the process of accruing a new customer? Because ideally, I'm thinking if you guys are doing 1,000 or more accounts a day, that process should already be in place where gift cards are just automatically mailed to customers.
But you already confirmed that you bring the number from another company. They have to send you the gift card. I'm telling you that I'm going to give you the number of the company that sent the gift card, so you confirm with it. You call them, and they then tell you about your gift card.
So I'm supposed to call a number about my gift card?
Yes.
Okay, so why wasn't that told before?
That you haven't received it.
Okay, and who is this company, ma'am?
It is a company that provide us with this service.
Something is telling me that you're lying. Listen here.
No. I'm not lying.
You know why I say you're lying? Because I talked to 3 other agents before you, and no one mentioned a telephone number to call.
Because they don't harm me. I'm not lying to you.
They never mentioned a gift card, ma'am, a number to call.
But you mentioned it. That is because I'm looking for the information.
Okay, let me call my bank. I need to stop this $448 payment, and obviously it's going to cost me for stopping it.
Okay, Melissa, I'm trying to help you if you allow me to do it.
How are you trying to help me? Exactly, what help am I getting in this situation?
If you want the explanation of the charges,
I don't need an explanation of the charges. I know what the charges are. It was because the guy who sold me this account failed to say the truth, which was when I asked him if we went over the gig, would we be charged more? Because I would have hung up the phone. Honestly. I've been, you know how many times Xfinity people have been trying to sell me this? For the last, since you guys rolled out this program. Even when I went to drop off equipment at the store, they the same thing. The girl hands me a pamphlet and says you can get a gig for $15. And I asked her questions about it. And listen, you guys have been trying for months, and I finally break down basically out of weakness for myself because I need to get this kid a phone. And you guys, none of you are telling people that once you go over that gig, that you're charged more. Because again, other carriers, they just slow your data down. So it's like, what's the benefit of me paying? Because again, she got off my line with Metro PCS. We were paying under $45 for her for unlimited on our family plan. What is the benefit of being with Xfinity Mobile when you already are paying cheaper?
I apologize for this situation.
Don't apologize, because ma'am, you've done it too. It's part of the blueprint. And then you wonder why people are talking about conspiracy theories.
So, I think that I understand your frustration. Really, I do. But I think that if you get the gift card, that will help you with the baby. Honestly, I think.
Here's the thing, I shouldn't have to, listen, I'm looking at reviews. There were reviews 5 days ago, 7 days ago from other people who have an issue with you guys. There is a problem with Xfinity Mobile. It's a problem. Your service dies like anyone else. You guys are not, it's no benefit being with you guys. I'm going to work up a way, if I have to do Instacart, Uber, and everything else, to figure out a way to pay off this bill to get rid of you. And then I'm going to work on getting all this Xfinity out of my home. Only because you're being deceptive again. After everything I've gone through, the 4 calls, this is now my 4th call, I should not have to call a number to beg for a gift card. You guys should automatically have that to where a gift card is issued to your customers. So someone at the top in Xfinity Mobile failed this project. The goal is to keep customers. And the reason why I brought up earlier about how long it took me to buckle down for this service, this is customer service 101, ma'am. And I want you to remember it as it was taught to me years ago. It takes about 6 months to gain a new customer, but it takes 30 seconds to lose one. You guys lost me already. It's just a matter of me getting my funds up to pay this device off so that I can get rid of you.
Can I tell you something? Did you allow me to tell you something?
Sure.
I have seen this case before. The thing is, when you get the Infinity Mobile services, if you have a high consume in data, you are going to be charged extra charge. You're gonna see extra charge in your bill. It's not the same. It's not it's not the first time, and that is because when you are new and you know, you only have in mind that you're going to pay $16 per month, but I don't know why customers don't listen. That extra.
No, you're not. You're not going to sit here and blame me because you act like I'm new at getting a cell phone, ma'am. I had cell phones probably before you were born. I had cell phones when they were first coming out, the first little Nokias, the little flips, okay? And I remember we paid per minute back then. So I'm not sure how old you are, but I'm a little older. So here's the thing. Because I know other carriers, they offer certain plans, and if you go over your data, majority of them, especially the big ones, ma'am, guess what they do? They don't charge you for gigs over that. The fact that you would even do that is archaic to me. The fact that Comcast would do that is archaic. What they simply do is slow you down. They don't charge you for more. So when I ask you about the benefits of being with Xfinity Mobile, you really don't have any. For instance, premium wireless with Mint Mobile, right? It's plain and simple here. $15 per line, and at least you get 4 gigs. 4 gigs.
I'm going to mention one.
Okay, at $15 a month.
I'm going to mention one.
So here's the thing. You're trying to blame me about what we're not listening to. And I told you and the 2 agents before that guy took my order, I said I asked him the question. I could see if I did not listen. That's why I'm bringing this point up. I could see if I did not listen, ma'am. I asked him because I know it's common practice. If you go over your data, what happens? Xfinity Mobile is a whole different new puppy.
I know. I can talk for the other agents. I only can talk by myself. So I'm telling you that everything is on the website. Everything is, you can find it in the application. So if you call us before, when you see that your bill is too high, was too high, and call us, we can do something that you won't be charged with that amount. But
ma'am,
now,
when I checked the bill, it was a little too late for that, okay? But I did call because I've made 2 other calls after the fact. Did you not hear me say, you're my 4th call to this company? So apparently I did call when I noticed it, and we had the discussion. And I was under the impression the last call, which was end of May, sometime May 30th or whatever, that I couldn't make this payment up front. And I told them that. I can't pay all this off, but I was going to make a payment to try to pay this bill down. And nowhere did that agent say, oh, well, you had a card on file, Xfinity is going to take all of it. Nowhere did that happen. So now the medical supplies that I need for my mom, I have to call the home where she live at and basically say I can't do it this check. And that's going to push everything to pretty much August because it's $548. Listen, there's just no benefit being with you guys. I'm going to work and find a way to get this money to pay off the device, and I'm going to leave you guys. And then I'm going to post this video online as well, so that others are also aware of your practices. I think I'm done. You cannot help me. You can't stop that. I'll call my bank, and we'll go from there. You have a good day, ma'am.